Let's talk about the expansion of the Dangote refinery, 1.4 million barrels per day. And my own question is this. How does it, because people look at the outlook and say, how does it affect the Nigerian economy? No.
Yeah.
But my question has to be, how does it affect the average Nigerian on the street who are hoping that this Hail Mary, which is a Dangote refinery, is going to help reduce or crash down the prices of petroleum products here in Nigeria?
First of all, from 650,000
yes,
barrel per day to 1.4, that's double, over double. And that's quite ambitious. Shout out to him. He's paved the way for ambitious thinking. But that's where it ends. First thing first, let's look at it from the back to the front. From the back would be, how would you raise money to do that? I mean, don't forget, valuation is not actual cash. But good thing is he's trying to sell off a part of the equity and get partners that can do that. That's really good. My challenge also is, does Nigerian domestic capacity in terms of consumption, do we have the capacity to consume 1.4 million barrel per day? That's all. As he's looking at cross-border alliances, that's where people like federal government has to come. Good thing is that it's offered if the federal government wants to take more equity and stakes in it. But to your question, which is very important, how does it affect the average Nigerian? Good news, I think it does, because about the time he's doubling, and that would make him officially the biggest refinery in the world. But the good news about that is there's going to not be excess supply. And don't forget, on the other ends, there's so many small refineries popping up. I mean, BOA is building his own in Akwa Ibom. I still spoke to a client who's building one in Edo State. So you know what happens with demand and supply. When there's a large inflow of supply, of course, the price will crash. So that, here you go. You have the answers to your question. We hope that it brings down the price.
So we are hopeful.
Yes, by supply chain and value chain. I like the fact that there's expansion in the supply chain. He's trying to draw closer to supplying petrol to our households, right, with all of the tankers and all of that. So that's pretty good in my own opinion. I think it's good news for Nigeria at the end. A win for Dangote would always be a win for Nigeria. The truth about it is that we're in a place, in a country where we need unicorns. The bigger the unicorns, the better for us, in my own opinion.
All right. Okay.